Hey, Duncan.
Aye.
Well, I'm just wondering if you can just take us back, if you don't mind, first of all, to the play where it seemed you got hurt in Dallas. Are you at liberty to kind of describe what happened and what's been going on since?
No, I don't need to get into how the injury happened, but I'm ready to go. I feel good now, so ready to go.
When you're going through the time, to recover, and I know you're a veteran and you've been through a lot, but what are some of the things you focus on, or the mindset you try to be on to be sharp when you're back?
Just doing everything I can to keep my energy up, and a lot of working out, a lot of training, just lots of things that you can do in the gym. So watched games, get a different perspective watching sometimes, and but just kind of focused on all the things that you normally focus on, even if you're playing.
And obviously, you're coming back at a time where the team's in a bit of a slump here. From your experience, when a team's having a tough go, what are some of the important things to work through that and keep the positivity up so you can get back on the winning side?
I think it's just building on little things out there that happen, whether it's little details or shift by shift. And you just build slowly, shift by shift, period by period, not get too down. A lot of good teams in the league, and not every game's going to go our way, but there's definitely things that we could focus on to keep trying to, build ourselves out of this.
What's it been like watching these guys play when it's not going their way? You're watching them, they're slumping, nothing's going in, they lost 5 in a row, and can you be part of that solution even when you're not playing, or you need to be in a lineup to actually be part of helping this?
I think you need to be on the ice to do much. I mean, it's on the ice is where it gets executed, and I think that we've had some chances there. There was some tough bounces last few games. We had a really good game against Boston, I thought. So sometimes when you don't get that win, it can eat at you a little bit, but it's important to stay positive through that, knowing that we did some good things, but obviously there's things that we can build on and get better at, and we're going to need to get better at.
There's just sitting here today, these COVID tests have been coming in from around the league. Marchand and Craig Smith and Barzell and the Carolinas and the Flames 3 more. And what is the average NHLer thinking about this? Are you guys, is it reminiscent of what we were hearing a couple of years ago, or where are you with all this?
I don't even want to get into it. Honestly, Mark, I don't even want to get into that. It is what it is now. It's too bad. It's frustrating. I mean, obviously, Flames have got a lot of guys in the protocol, and it's just something that we've got to deal with now.
Duncan, I was looking, only twice in your career you've missed more than 8 games. How are you as somebody like sitting up there in the press box? Is it like the worst thing for you? Are you like a bad press box guy?
Well, I mean, it's definitely different. I hadn't really spent much time up there, even when I was injured before, but I figured it was an opportunity to get a different perspective. And there's some positive. You got to take positive things out of the situation. So I tried to do that and tried to get a different view up there. It was interesting, but obviously it's not where you want to be. It's not where you feel like you can help the team. And but having said that, I try to do my best coming in the lineup here now. I'm excited to get back in.
Dave mentioned after the last loss that he wanted better puck movement from the defenseman up to the forwards. Prior to being injured, you led the team in completed passes, outlet, and stretch. Is that an area you feel really comfortable you can come back and help and get the puck up, and maybe that will help your team generate a little bit more 5-on-5?
Yeah, I'll try my best. I think that's always been part of my game, getting back for pucks and trying to make good breakouts and getting the puck into our forwards' hands as quick as we can. We have to have forwards getting back, getting open as well, so it kind of works both ways in that regard. I try to do my best in that regard and help the team get pucks going the other way.
And when you watch from the press box, you know, lots of guys say, like, the game seems so much easier up there. It's slower, you feel like there's more time. But when you're on the ice and you look at how your team plays and maybe even other teams, is there more of an emphasis? You've always been aggressive, you like to attack in how you defend. Is standing up on the line, like limiting zone entries, is it more prevalent? Is it more important today than it was in previous years, do you feel?
I don't think it's more important. I think it's the same importance, which is, it's huge, having a good gap. But again, that's reliant on all 5 guys. You need to have back pressure, and it's a good third guy high. Otherwise, you get burned once, and then it's going the other way, and, it's a dangerous chance. So, but there's a fine line. I think you want to be aggressive and hold the line and have a good gap and go the other way, be able to transition and attack back as quick as we can. But it's got to be all 5 guys.
So defending a zone entry really is going to be dependent on almost every situation on where that third forward is coming back from a defender for you? Is that if you feel that you've got support, then you can step up more comfortably, and if you don't, then you'd rather kind of back off a bit?
I think so, yeah. I think that's pretty standard. You want to have support back if you're going forward. You want to make sure that there's guys come back in case the puck goes behind.